Hey guys, I'm having an extremely bad day, so I'm gonna keep this like super short. Uh, I'll put a post on it on my community post thing. But my rent's 3 months past due, but they said to pay $870. I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. But I was talking about something that I haven't gotten that notice thing yet about the eviction filing, and right after I made it, like 3 hours after I made it, I updated my GoFundMe. And after I made a post on my GoFundMe, 3 hours later, I got that text. Well, I don't want to go into all that, but being a bipolar person and having these types of things, having extreme swings in your living situation or job situation or relationship situation, uh, and on top of that, having extreme spiritual warfare and attacks from the enemy, plus traumas and stuff, a lot of my people don't make it. Just can't handle it. Just because somebody offs themselves doesn't mean they don't love the Lord, or they, like one guy back in the 90s he needed a root canal, and he waited. Instead of getting it, he went on like a business trip. It was like a more richer dude. So his friend dropped him off in like Alaskan bush country, which means like you go alone and there's nobody. And then his tooth popped or something like that, and he ended up offing himself with his firearm because he couldn't handle the pain. And that's extremely similar to what I have. Extremely similar, because I thought I had some type of a tooth issue with my trigeminal neuralgia, but mine is in my brain. It's attached to your fifth or eighth cranial nerve pair, which means it's attached directly to your brain. So the pain goes right there. That's why it's the worst pain in the world. It's like that. So that's why it's called the off yourself pain. So obviously that guy wasn't a punk or nothing or weak. He just literally was tortured by the pain, and he literally couldn't take the pain anymore. Those situations do happen. So I'd appreciate it if you'd take the whole context into well, first of all, you're not a judge of anything anyway. First of all, that's number one. But before you start going around spreading falsehoods to other people and saying this person's in hell or whatever, and first of all, you don't know where anybody is, no matter who it is, first of all. Second of all, we're not supposed to, that's like me saying, oh, well, everybody is bipolar and is watching this just give up because it's too much to handle. No, we give it to the Lord. You know? No matter how bad it is, we're supposed to lift each other up in Christ. We're not supposed to look at each other and spread rumors and gossip like we're in middle school and high school. And that's how a lot of our Christian family is out here, and that's fake. You ain't no real Christian if you're gossiping, and the Lord tells us not to gossip. We're not supposed to do that. If you have a problem with somebody or about something they're doing, you go directly to them and you confront them with it. If they reject it, then you go get a second person. And I think, or no, you'll get one person. And if they reject that person, you go get a second person. And if they reject a second person, then you take them to the church. And then when you take them to the church, I think it says in the scripture to let them have their vices or something like that. That's what we're supposed to do. So essentially, by doing that, you're supposed to bring them to the Lord, before the Lord, with their sins or their issues. We're not supposed to be thinking that we know what the heck's going on, because whatever God's solution to that issue is definitely not going to be ours. Our solution to whatever is not better than God's. We don't know nothing. We're just children, but we try to act like we know better than God. I had a question, y'all. Where are all the stars at? Y'all remember when I was little, I would look up and there's always stars almost every night. Um, I don't know if God's covering them up tonight or something. I don't know how that works. But the Bible specifically says he set the stars in the sky. And I saw the Lord one time in my life. And I was up there with him. He didn't say nothing. He was kind of as far, like where that star is, if y'all can see that star. That's kind of how far away he was. If y'all can see that star right there. I hope y'all can see it. If you can't, I'm going to take a picture of it. But it's like right there. That's about how far away he was. But I could still see him like he was 10 feet away. It's hard to explain. But there were stars everywhere, and they were set in the sky, in the firmament. Just like in the darkness, just like now. But they were all over the place. And they weren't moving. Just like that one said, that's not moving. The stars don't like move around and stuff like that. Now, a fallen star, I don't know how that works. But that star is not moving. It's shining, just like it was. Because I was looking around, and I was like... So anyways, I don't know if they're hiding the stars or something. But that's the only star that's out right now. And I was asleep on my back in the couch, and I'm not kidding, y'all. When I opened my eyes, I literally looked, and that star was looking right at me. I was looking right at it, if that makes sense. And that's the only one that's out. So, make of that what you will. But, yeah, man. Just, keep God first, man. You know. And I'll show you real quick before I end the video. There's a pretty girl. I'll show you where the star was. If y'all can see, I might be able to see it better over here. It's right there. If y'all can see it. I'll take pictures of it if you can't see it, but it's right there. And I have 20/20 vision, and that joint is sparkling. And it's the only star that's out. And I was asleep right here on my back, so y'all know I'm not. You see, like right here. To like right there. I don't know if you can see the star. Oh, I can see it. Yeah. It's right there. Hold on, baby girl. Dave's making a video for the Lord. Hold on now. Little girl. Okay, man. Come on. Joker's been hogging daddy all day. I had a mental breakdown earlier, so I just said I was about to cuss. I'm trying, man. Y'all don't understand how difficult it is not to cuss when I'm under a lot of like serious stuff like this. It's really, really hard. That's why I'm not a preacher, because I can't be. There's no way. Because I have thousands of triggers, and if I get triggered, it's just about, if you're bipolar, you know, it's just, that ain't, and then pastors are held to a way, way, way higher standard than we are as far as being judged by the Lord. So I don't want that type of responsibility. I just try to do what I can from my little platforms. So. But that is rather funny that I haven't even thought about it. I've been going out. The times I've been going out at night, I don't see no stars. I haven't seen any, like a bunch of stars in a long, long time. And that's the only one that's out, and it's like right in line with my eyesight, which is like I literally opened my eyes, and that's the first thing I saw was that star. Now I very easily could have had my blinds closed, but someone just told me to keep them open for whatever reason, because sometimes I close them. So I guess the Lord's trying to tell us something, y'all. As far as the TikTok thing goes, and all these other things, I don't care what it is. I don't care if you arguing with your wife, your husband, your kids are being bad. I don't care about none of that. Put God first. Get your relationship with the Lord. Get right with God first. Because you spend your whole time putting other people before God, and then you come before God, and the Lord's gonna be like, hey, what about me? And you don't want to be like, depart from me. You don't want to hear that. Because as soon as you hear that D, trying to tell y'all, man. But I'll copy and paste my thing I put on my GoFundMe update thing. I'll put that on the community thing here so y'all can see it. But I know the other day I said that even if I was homeless, I would still be making videos. But it's the winter time, and if I have to worry about my cats and being killed and robbed and all that type of stuff. So I'm not going to be able to mess with none of this. Not to mention the fact I'm going to have to figure out a way to get to the doctors. I mean, it doesn't matter anyway. I'm going to be stuck outside in the cold, so we're just going to freeze. I mean, it really doesn't matter, to be honest. It's kind of a redundant thing I'm saying, but so I guess just watch my videos and share whatever videos help y'all, because it's not looking good. Something could change and whatever, but I have 100% faith, but I'm also 100% realistic too. And at a certain point, you just gotta deal with the reality, you know? Because something could change before something, blah, 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 but at a certain point, it's too late. And it's getting to that point for me, so it is what it is. But regardless of that, keep God first. So, yeah.